Hello YouTube, I'm Ryan Pyle, and today I'm going to give my first impression and review of Ace Marks. Back in April, Antonio Centeno shot out a message to his mailing list saying, "Dirt cheap dress shoes." I jumped on it, here we are today. Quick impression first, very positive, but where are my Chelsea boot toys? They're listed on my invoice that came in the box, but they're scratched out. My invoice on email didn't have them listed at all. I assume there's just been a delay in shipping those for some reason, but a little bit of communication would have been nice. First thing you notice out of the box, the color on these is much darker in person than it looked in any of the Kickstarter pictures. I think with the Kickstarter pictures, either it was overexposed or they just had really bright lighting going on. You know, especially look at the dark gray. Now you can see my light reflecting off this a little bit, so go ahead and glance at the spots that aren't as lit up. It looks black. It looks like a light black, to be fair. I mean, it's definitely a dark gray, but it's a very dark gray. I think that's something that wasn't at all clear in the Kickstarter pictures, is it looked like, oh, that's kind of a lighter gray. No, it's definitely a very distinct dark gray. It looks very good. I'm very happy that it ended up being darker than expected. That matches up with one of the other backers posted a picture of the navy blue, which is a very dark navy blue, as opposed to in the Kickstarter pictures where it kind of looks like a light dark blue. So very happy about that. One thing I did notice, captone griffin, it looks like exactly what you expect it to look like. And it's got the quality and everything. It looks good. One thing I did notice about it though is that if you sit something, say you sit cross-legged or some such, you can see the little strip of the interior, and of course, down around the laces. Down around the laces is not a big deal, but you can see that little strip of the interior against the sock. On the one hand, I mean, it's something that half of us wouldn't notice or care about, but it's also something that's just something to kind of be aware of if you're in a setting where that matters, where you're that self-conscious. It also means that those of you who like to play around with socks can probably do something really cool with the color mat coordination there. I don't know, something about it. And I think that probably be especially matter in the non-black captos. Sizing. Right out of the box, I thought I'd made a mistake. I thought I had screwed up. I pulled this out and I was like, this is huge. I screwed up. Tried it on. The fit was good. The fit was not great. Now let me explain that. I'm a ballroom dance instructor. I'm used to having very tight fitting shoes around the front of the ankle, the front of the foot. Having any room at all to me is a little bit weird. And I tried these on a few times throughout the day just to see, as my foot kind of got hotter or colder throughout the day, just to see if the fit stayed consistent. It did. Very good. And everything I felt matched up. My shoe size is 10.5, same as Paul's. He talked about that in his video to the backers about just how it should feel to fit. Everything he said lined up with what I experienced. So very happy about that. Real question of fit, of course, is always going to be when I get my Chelsea boot toys. Do those fit, good right out of the box, or do I need to exchange those? All the goodies. So there was a little, shoe care kit, polishing cloth, horsehair brush. All as expected. Travel shoe trees. I'm actually very happy about the travel shoe trees because they're designed for each individual foot. I think you can see this clearly right now. They're each individual shoe, I should say, the left and the right. Very happy about that attention to detail. I think it would have been very easy to skimp on those and make them just like a generic thing. So I'm very happy about those. Shoelaces, I went with 4 black. The one thought on shoelaces though is because the shoes ended up being such a darker color than expected, what color are the gray shoelaces? I didn't go with gray. I'm just a little bit worried for anybody who did. Of course, with all the other colors, they were all the fun colors, so you knew what you were getting anyway. Just something that kind of popped in my head. The 2 big shoehorns and the travel shoehorn. So this the big shoehorn, it feels really nice. It has a nice heft to it. It's just nice and solid and quality. The travel shoehorn, the one thing about the big shoehorn is I kind of wish it was tapered the way that this, travel shoehorn is. The travel shoehorn, it's solid plastic, but it feels like when I kind of bend it, it feels like if I'm in a rush one day and I jam my foot into the shoe and I'm just not thinking about it twice, this could break. Probably will never happen, but it was something that I thought about. And of course, shoe bags. I think I was only supposed to get 1 of these, so really happy that I got 2. Feels good. It feels nice and soft. It really does. I just want to play with this all day. So those are my first impressions. Very, very positive. As soon as my Chelsea boot toys get here, I'll be, happy as a clam. I think communication with this Kickstarter has been kind of the key thing. The communication has been very good. I just wish that a few of the emails had gone out a day or two sooner. I wish a few details here and there had been a little bit clearer, just because, the color being substantially darker than it looks in the pictures was something that, for me, that was super positive. For somebody else, might be this looks so nice that I can't imagine that being a negative for somebody, but somebody out there might feel that way. The other thing, of course, being when they said they were going to ship it out to the US backers, it sounded like they were ready to ship all of our shoes. That was about 2 weeks ago, I think. And instead, half of us didn't have our email with our shipping number yet. And if for anybody who wasn't looking at the comments of the Kickstarter, it just really wasn't clear that, hey guys, we're starting to ship the US backers. It's going to take us a while. The thing is, though, we were expecting to get these shoes about, I think, a month ago was the original plan. It was end of July, beginning of August. Today is September 1st. And here they are. Very, very happy. Just wondering where my Chelsea boot toys are. I assume I'm going to get those, and I will include an update when I get them. So, positive impression,